Hi, I'm Chris from Penrose Outdoors in Truro. Welcome to another one of our product reviews. We're lucky enough this year to be at another one of our tent shows, exhibiting all the new tents for the coming season for 2016. So we're going to walk you through some of the sort of catch your eye products. We're starting here at Coleman, where they've brought out a brand new range of air product. So they've jumped on the real revolution that is air technology, and they've brought out a range of 4 tents that offer you the quick erect system that Air gives you. Okay, so the Coleman range of air tents is actually called the FastPitch Air. Much like sort of Vango have their Air Beam, Out will have their Smart Air. This is this FastPitch Air. There's 4 in the range, and it's called the Valdez range. You've got the Valdes 4, the Valdes 6, the Valdes 6L, which I'm standing in front of, and the Valdes 6XL, which is slightly wider. So basically you've got the 4-man, the 6-man, which has a vis-a-vis bedroom in it. Not quite such a fan of the way that that's arranged, because you don't get this front canopy. And the 6L, which has the bedroom in the front area, which we'll show you in a minute, and then the bedroom for 4 in the back. And then a 6XL, which is all the bedrooms are along the back, and there's a lot more sort of living area, a lot more space, a much bigger span of sort of footprint area. Okay, so seeing this as Coleman's first venture into the air market, they've obviously looked at the competition, looked at the general features that you'll get in the sort of Outwells and Vangos, and they've integrated those into the actual tents themselves. But you do get the feeling that, you know, it's not just a jump into the unknown. They have got the sort of backing. They obviously own Sevelaw themselves, so you'll see inside they've got very similar valves to Sevelaw inflatable kayaks. So I think that gives an area of confidence to the air beam tent itself, to the air frame. And then you've got, as standard with all Coleman products, you've got those little unique selling points to it, so those extra features that help to give the consumer a little bit extra. So for instance, we're looking at it straight away, you've got lots of these guying points, so lots of sort of areas to make sure it's structurally stable. And then you've got things like these doors that have been on the Cortez of last year and have been really popular, and they work really well. So you're literally getting in like as if it's your front door. It's always a hassle to sort of unzip a whole tent, but when you can just literally unzip that, and you've got a door that opens a D shape, and then you can just walk straight in, and then you can just pull it shut or leave it open. It's a great little selling extra point. I think it's, you know, perfect. They've thought about it as well. So where you've got the zip coming to the top, if you have got a younger child in here, it zips from the bottom and the top. So if he gets stuck in here, he can get through underneath it. So it's not just a sort of a whim. They have thought a lot about it, you know, little closures so that it keeps the door open. So if you want to get in and out your tent. The actual door itself as well is made with a fiberglass pole, which just when packing away, you can just pull that out, collapse the pole down, and it's away. So it's not going to cause any problems when you're folding the tent up or rolling the tent away. The actual tent itself, standard features, fully integrated ground sheet. This being the 6L, you've got your bedroom on the left hand side here, which is your 2-person, and then at the back of the tent you've got your 4-berth bedroom. Another unique point to all of the Coleman models this year in the airframe range is that you've got these blackout bedrooms. That runs through a couple of other models in the Coleman range, but they've really developed this very dark bedroom. You know, there's nothing worse than 6 o'clock in the morning in the summer when it gets light and you can just see everything in the morning. You can't sleep in because of it. So they've gone really quite full on with these bedrooms, and they've just darkened the whole outer fabric to make it very dark. If you want to come in. Right, so we're going to have a first look at the blackout bedrooms. Open them up, and it is pretty pitch black in here. So you can actually see the bedrooms themselves on the doors. They've got this blackout fabric, and then you see in here as well. This back half of the tent is completely blacked out, so no light getting through that. And then inside the bedroom, it's pretty dark. The other sort of little key features with the bedrooms is they've sort of made them a little bit bigger than your conventional tent, so they've called it sort of double XL bedrooms, and these will fit a normal sized double air mattress, which is always a pain when you buy a tent and it's got not quite enough room in the bedroom to fit those double mattresses, especially when you've got 2 next to each other and you want to put 2 double mattresses. So this will fit a double mattress, conventional one. The other added bonus you're getting of having these blackout bedrooms is you're getting a little bit of climate control. Now Coleman have done some tests and they've shown that actually during the day it keeps the actual bedrooms cooler and the tent back of the tent cooler, and then during the night it retains the heat, so it keeps you actually a little bit warmer. So you're getting a few added extras from just having the blackout bedrooms. Other standard features you'd expect in any sort of more premium tent, you've obviously got the double material door, so you've got the mesh fly sheet on the inside and then you've got the actual door on the outside. So obviously if you want to sort of make sure if it's hot and you want to open one of the doors but you don't want lots of bugs getting in, you can just leave the mesh done up. On all of the windows as well, you've got fabric that just acts as curtains, that real quick and easy to just tuck away if you just want it sort of open. And then to access the actual beams, obviously the back four there you get in through the door, and then you've got these cat flaps here that you open from the outside or the inside, and you can get in to put the pump into the beams. Now the beams themselves are made out of the same as most of the other air style tents, so you've got this really thick heavy duty nylon here, and then you've got the actual part that holds it onto the tent, so it holds it to the structure, and then inside of that you've got your PE tube. And then the actual valve system, like I was saying earlier, it comes from the Sevillor, so you've got a little bit of confidence there, and it is high quality. It is a premium valve. It's a twist lock, so when you're pumping up, it's not just going to fly out. You twist it in, lock it into position. You see there, that's the shape that the actual pump will be. So you're twisting it in, and then you can literally just let the air out like that, and then twist it back on. So this model being the 6L, you've got the 4 at the back and then this extra bedroom that you can put in or take out, your choice. It always sits on the left hand side or on this side. It doesn't actually have the blackout bedroom in it, obviously because it's at the front of the tent. You haven't got the, they want to keep this area light for the general living area, but if you did want to take this down and just use it as a 4-man, you get a huge amount of living area. It is a great space. And I think it just offers that added extra if you've got someone coming to stay, or you've got kids, or you've got some pets, anything like that. It just gives that extra little option for some more space. Okay, so from the actual outside, the general structure of the tent, you've got 5 tubes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back one being slightly lower because that's obviously the bedroom area. You don't need that height. Gives it a bit of aerodynamic as well from the wind. Back one you've got a cat flap, sticking tube through that and into that. These two here you would use this door, and then again the front two you've got 2 cat flaps as well, so basically just undoing that, putting the tube in there, real quick and easy access into the twist lock valves. Then through the actual tent itself, ventilation, you're a little bit limited on the ventilation. You've got one at the front that we can show you underneath the canopy that obviously allows a good flow of air through the actual tent up here. And then with this model as well, they have got some on the other side. And then you've got some ventilation just on here as well on the side. And then little parts in the corner. And then these back bits as well, just unzip. And you'll see under here, there's a big bit of mesh under there as well that gives plenty of ventilation, but also covered and under there as well. So, plenty of through air, just giving that, sort of getting rid of that condensation you might find you get, especially if there's a lot of you in the tent. But plenty of guy lines, great pegging points. They've used little attention to detail on the guy lines, little Coleman lanterns, but also very strong pegging points. So general overview of the Coleman 6L, I think in terms of it being their first introduction to the market and their airframe system, I think they've done a really good job. They've obviously got the quality of Sevillor there with the tubes and the air structure, so that that's a really good benefit, gives you the assurance of quality. Then you've got the added sort of doors and the blackout bedrooms, the climate control. I think there's a lot to offer with the Coleman. The actual 6L with the space it offers perhaps isn't as family orientated maybe as the 6XL that we've looked at in another review, where it has got a lot more room for sort of living in, sort of maybe eating in, a bit more family orientated. But as a narrower tent, maybe a little bit more stable in the wind, just because you haven't got that same span, and very, very good tent for a family of 4, and then that added extra if you do need it. And the fact that you can remove that sort of extra bedroom on the left does give you a lot of space, a lot of sort of length space, and so yeah, perfect I think for sort of a 4, maybe 6 person family if you need that extra 2 people. Okay, so thanks for watching another one of our YouTube product reviews. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to have any more detail on this tent in particular, then please visit our website. We've got all the detailed floor plans and extra sort of features that you might want to know. That's on www.penroseoutdoors.co.uk. Otherwise, if you want to check out any of the other reviews we've talked about, or any other tent reviews, family tents, then go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to that. There's loads on there, chatting about all the different sort of features of various tents. But I hope you've enjoyed the review. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.